Good morning, friends. This is in continuation of the talk which I was making on business improvement. In fact, we discussed what is the business and what are the ingredients of business. Then I was telling one of the important ingredients of the business is competency. Here, the competency I defined already that it is the ability to get the desired results. So why we need competency means you invest certain things and you expect certain returns. So also the customer. So in either the case, the result should be matching to the efforts that we put it, either through the investment or through the satisfaction of the customer or the confidence of the customer. So then what is exactly the competency? How you achieve a competency? The word competency is the ability to perform a particular job to get the desired results. But here, how you achieve that competency, that is more important. See, I run a business based on the customer requirements. I put certain inputs will be there in my business and the certain processes will be there and then there is the output. In this process, what are the items that I will be using it either to the manufacturer or to the service. I'll just give a couple of examples, one on manufacturing, other one on the service, and what are the competency requirement in each case that I'll be telling. Okay, now I am manufacturing a particular helmet which can be used for the industry requirement. So the helmet that can be used by the industrial workers or industrial requirement, it has a definite specifications given by the national and international standards. So I get all the ingredients to manufacture whatever the material, and once I manufacture, during the process I also do the online testing. When I do the online testing for various durability and withstanding the pressure, breakage test, like there are several tests will be there for a particular helmet. So each test I need to carry out. So here the competency is involved not only with the person who is carrying out the testing, not only with the person who is manufacturing, but also the equipment that you are using it to do the testing of that particular helmet. So normally we use the word calibration. If any equipment, if it is used, it has to be calibrated. So any test, any material you use, it should have a certain reference or a certified reference material. So these are all the things coming into the picture for the competency in the manufacturing. Now coming back to the service sector. Again, let me take the easy example of the service sector, that your restaurant, you are running a restaurant with a particular type of the customers you are attracting, a different type. Maybe you have a middle class or rich class, or the people who spend more money or reasonably, or people who just for taking the food. So there also the competency is involved. The competency of the person sitting at the reception, how he receives the person, the guest. If there are so many guests are there, how you keep them seated in a particular way, their behavior is also a competency. Similarly, once you start, the customer gives you the order to a particular whosoever comes to you, the waiter. How you take the order is also important. What is the clarity of the order? Many times it may happen, when we go to the hotel, we order something and he ends up bringing something else. Then either we have to return or we have to argue with him. That is a competency issue. So we have the particular waiter, whoever is taking the order. Again, the passing of the order from him to the kitchen. So these are all the levels, where each level has a competency. And any failure at any point of time in the competency will result in a bad product or a bad service, which ultimately impact on your business. So in the business, what is required is the utmost important thing is the competency. And for the competency development, it is not just easy. Some people out of their experience become competent. Some people out of their training. So there are various methods, but ultimately the competency is the one single word that each business person has to remember. Okay friends, I think with these few words, today let me stop and I'll continue with the same topic in the next session. Thank you all.